I look exactly how I feel. Which if I look extremely pissed off, because I am extremely pissed off. And just for the record, before I even start this, fuck everyone that fucking voted for Tory. You sick son of a bitches. Absolute twisted fucktards. And I hate you all. How anyone can vote for the utter tosser that is Boris Johnson. Just, there is no logical. You're either extremely stupid, or extremely arrogant and ignorant, or you're one of his billionaire friends that have offshore bank accounts that want to save all your precious fucking money. 'Cause well done. Fucking did it. Hi. Welcome to the Stream of Fail. This isn't going to be a nice stream. I'm going to rant a lot about some very fucking nasty people. So fucking nasty and horrible that they have continuously spread hate and violence towards people that are less fortunate than themselves. And whoop-de-fucking-do. They... I just got absolutely no words. Hi, Cactus. This is a political video, and I didn't want to do this, but I'm tired of being silent. I'm done. I'm fucking done. No one in government has fucking done enough in the UK. Fuck you all. You all with your fucking high-paid ass jobs just to sit there and you can't even get voted for against Boris fucking Johnson. The twat that hides in a fridge because he's afraid of people asking him questions because he knows he's gonna fuck his own political party up by answering them. Literally, how anyone can vote for the fucker, or that entire party, to Boris fucking Johnson. He is worse than a child. Quite literally. And he's in power. It's just so frustrating. Honest to God. How the fuck? That's the thing. I was thinking like, oh my God, he's not doing any interviews. He's not doing any press conferences. He's hiding in a fucking fridge because he doesn't want to answer questions because he knows he's gonna fuck them up because he can't talk for shit. And I'm thinking like, there's no way on earth that he's gonna win a majority. And he does. How are you voting for this imbecile? How on earth? I want to punch him in the face several times and then punch everyone that fucking voted for him several fucking times. I am done with this mindless stupidity over money hoarding. It's just fucking money. Like, you don't need to have huge stashes of money stored away that's never going to be used. Because you just don't spend it. You utter twats. Utter fucking twats. I am so pissed off. I hate rich people. I hate rich people. I hate fucking Tories with a fucking passion. It is absolutely stupid as fuck. Why the fuck would anyone vote for him? Yeah, no, that's the thing. He did, the fucking Conservative Party, the Tories, fucking got an amazing strategy. It's called Let's Not Let Boris Johnson fucking speak before the vote happens. And they know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly who they're targeting, and when they did the round with Brexit, for the first fucking stuff, freaking 3 years ago, the Brexit vote happened, 3 fucking years ago, and they fucking targeted people that were clicking on stupid surveys on Facebook, knowing that they're brought in by stupid surveys on Facebook, and that these are the exact people that they are targeting to make vote. Just fuck you. Fuck you, and fuck every other party for not fucking doing enough. You utter twats. What, you think in a world where they can just fucking lie out of their asses and still have people believe them? Boris Johnson could say the fucking sky is black and everyone would be like, yeah, I mean the sun is out and I can clearly see the sun, but you're completely right, it's black. You'd be tired if you punched everyone who voted for him. It would be fucking worth it. If I died at the end of it, it would be fucking worth it. These people are utter disgusting human beings. Utterly disgusting. Every single one of them. You are either ignorant or absolutely stupid. Or you're an asshole. Utter twat. Yeah, most likely. It's never brought up in Australia. Yeah, because Australia is on the other side of the world. And, fucking hell. Who is Tory? Tory is a nickname for the Conservative parties. And they are people that literally put money in their own pockets and their friends' pockets, and that is it. And they take money from the poor, and they take money from people who cannot afford it to fuel themselves. They are the same people, and I fucking hate governments, because they take subsidies off every fucking thing they do. Fuck you for doing that. You earn enough money to pay for your own fucking food. You utter twats. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you go out for 5-course fucking meals on taxpayers' money? How fucking dare you? I just say conservatives or cons. I use all of the terms above. We could just call them asswipes, because that's fucking all they are. Brown-nosing each other up the fucking wall. I utterly cannot believe it. Money is the center of it all. Because money is what they care about. Because the reason that Brexit came along was because the EU turned around and went, we want to start taxing these offshore bank accounts that you guys have. And the British government went, fuck no, we're gonna leave. And that is exactly why fucking Brexit came about. And they made it all about this, EU is making us take in all these immigrants, which they're fucking not. EU's making us do this and that. We're not in control of our own laws. Anyone falling for their utter bullshit is literally stupid beyond repair. And should probably be put down. I'm fucking serious. Just, how moronic can you be that you voted for a consecutive liar? He's literally been proved to lie over and over and over and over and over again. And you're still like, yeah, I trust him more than this guy because I don't like this guy because this newspaper told me that he's working with the Russians. I would rather have a Russian spy in fucking government than the twat that is Boris Johnson. It's for fuck's sake. I really can't. Like, and I'm not even a Labour voter. But I voted Labour this time. Because it's the only way to fucking try and kick Conservatives out. Because the government likes this nice little kind of two-party system they got going on. And no other party can even get near that at all. And it's absolutely stupid. And that's the way they like it. Thank you very much. Please go home. Like... And people that don't vote, they're just as bad as fucking Tory voters. If you think that politics has nothing to do with you, fucking jump off a bridge. 'Cause I'm so fucking done. I'm done with people saying, oh, politics is boring. I don't want to pay attention to it. I need to ask my mum to tell me what to vote for. No. Fuck off. Like... Oh, it just pisses me off. Roman, the people that are voting are not voting for the money. Let's be clear with that. Because the people that are voting are not the ones that are going to get filthy fucking rich with Brexit. At all. The people that are voting are the people that get taken in by all this fucking bullshit about immigrants coming to our country and stealing our fucking jobs. Those are the people that fucking vote for Conservatives because they're stupid and don't know how to look past their fucking nose and acknowledge another human being for what it is. Another fucking human being. It is just... Hi Rupen, welcome to the stream of fail. Tory is the Conservative Party. It's Boris Johnson and his merry men of fucktards. I'm absolutely done. And I've said on my Facebook this morning, I said, and anyone that voted Tory, fucking unfriend me. Because I don't want you in my life. At all. Full stop. I just not. I'm done being cooperative. I'm done being compliant with these fucking racist, bigoted assholes. And if any of my subscribers are fucking Tory or Conservative voters, you can all fuck off too. Because how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Utter wankers. There's gonna be so much freaking swearing in this stream that it is unreal. I just can't believe how the majority of the people that are voted are that fucking stupid and moronic. And I've got people on my Facebook this morning going, oh, you shouldn't let politics break friendships. I don't care if you've been my best friend for my whole life. This is not the difference between liking pineapple on pizza or not liking pineapple on pizza. This is not the difference between liking cartoons or animation. This is not the difference between liking live action films and animation. This is about people's lives. People are actually gonna die, and people have died already because of this. Like, how can you be so blind and so ignorant? And I bet you anything that there'll be a fucking Tory voter in hospital or in needing of help from the fire brigade or the police, And they will fucking blame the Labour Party to hell and back. Oh, this is all their fault. Not their own fucking government that has been in power for the last few years. Nah, can't be that. Can't be that at all. Who died? Fucking people are gonna die. Like, and there are people who are not as fortunate as me and don't have dual citizenship. I am German and I am British. I have both a German passport and a British passport because I'm fortunate enough to have parents from 2 different countries. There are people that are not as lucky as I am, and they are stuck in that country. And they are going to get hammered to fuck by the next shit that's going down after Brexit is done. Because I bet you any money, Boris has got the majority, Boris will push past his no deal fucking Brexit, and they'll crash out before they can get taxed on their fucking offshore bank accounts. I expect people to actually be, like, not just moderately considerate, even moderately considerate for their own families. Like, how can you think that cutting down the National Health Service is a good thing? Where people individually have to pay every time they go there. This whole system that fucking America has, where you have to have private health insurance and shit. What person thinks, yes, we want to put money in the rich people's pockets because they don't have enough money. We want to just give them more. And we want to not have a nationalized system where we can get on any sort of treatment that we need. Nope. When did they state that? Roman, they've been doing that for the last few years. Where have you been? They've been cutting back the NHS. That's why you have 6 months long waiting lists and more. The mental health department is atrocious in the UK. It's one of the worst in the first world fucking countries. Literally. There are people that have tried to kill themselves and have gone to them for help and got sent away because they didn't finish the job. What the fuck? This is exactly what I mean. This NHS stuff. This is it. The National Health Service. The whole health service, which is everything. Absolutely everything. The NHS, as a system, is one of the best in the world. Because it means no matter your background, you are able to get the care so that you can live. You can get surgery. You get appendicitis, you can have surgery to have it removed. You don't need to pay for it. You can even have all the painkillers for after that surgery without having to pay for it. That's all in the NHS. What is fucking atrocious about the NHS is the fact that the Tories for the last few years have been cutting down NHS spending, which means the NHS each year gets less and less to be able to pay out to pay the surgeons, the doctors, the nurses, the pediatricians, the psychiatrists, the list fucking goes on forever. And when they cut those payments down, people they lose jobs because the hospital gets a certain amount of money and the hospital goes, well, I can't pay all their staff. You go. And those staff that stay have to still do the work of all the other fucking staff. Which is why it's atrocious. The waiting times are atrocious. And this is nothing to do with the actual nurses and doctors that work on the ground. They are fucking amazing. Hands down, freaking amazing people. And it is not their fault, nor is it the fucking NHS's fault for the state of the NHS right now. Because bit by bit, it's being sold off to the rich fucking friends of the Tories for lots of money. Because money makes the world go around, and that's all they give a shit about. And as long as they can pay their treatments and whatever the fuck they want, fuck you. What? Yeah, have you seen the prices of what an American doctor's visit looks like? A general checkup? Shall we have a look? Let's look together what a general checkup in America costs, because this is the system we're following. A general checkup costs between $100 and $200. That's just a checkup. That's not the medication. That's not any scans that you have to have. That is a doctor sitting with you and talking about the problems that you have. That's just a general checkup. Like, fucking why? And it gets ridiculous. People have gone bankrupt because they've got run over, or they've had an accident at work, or anything like that. People have died because they haven't had insulin when they're diabetic because they could not afford it. This is where UK is headed very rapidly. Very fucking rapidly. Donald Trump's already tweeted his praise to Boris Johnson, saying that he's so glad that the NHS, that he'll give the NHS a good deal and shit. Wonderful. No, Roman, no. Because let's have a look at where those people voted. Let's have a look at where the people voted. Because this was interesting too. Alright, so I'm going to post a link in the chat for you so that you can have a look with me. I feel so fortunate to have free healthcare. Wish I could give it to others sometimes. Indeed, that free healthcare is going to go bye-bye very rapidly. Alright, let's have a look at this map. Okay, so we can see from this map the majority of Scotland has gone for SNP, which is the Scottish National Party, which is the same party that wanted Scottish independence because they wanted to be in the EU. And the reason that they stayed in the UK was because Parliament went, you'll have to renegotiate being in the EU. If you leave us, it's not guaranteed that you're going to stay in the EU. Well, that's big and scary. And then literally a few months later, the government turns around and goes, we're going to have a vote on whether we should leave the EU or not. The majority of Scotland voted no. Because they're not idiots. Alright, let's have a look at Wales. Where do we see these red bits, actually? So these red bits are the Labour parties. Let's have a look at them. Can I share my screen with you guys? Hang on. I'll put it over here. So pissed. Absolutely fuming. Right, let's have a look at this wonderful map that the BBC's created of us, of all the people that have voted. And there's two different maps that you want to see from here. Which, all the blue is Conservative. Those are all the fucking Tory wankers. Notice all these red bits, they're Labour. Notice that they're around cities. Now, cities play an interesting part in all this because cities is where you find the most diversity of people. Glad to fucking know that Cardiff Central voted for Labour again. I've actually talked to Cardiff's Labour MP about several issues, and he's a wonderful guy and writes back to me every time on very fancy paper, and he's very reasonable. Look at this whole strip of Labour, and then the rest of Wales. Fucking idiots. And then all this is countryside. They're countryside. They're the people that don't have proper connections to the outside world. Big cities. Cardiff, London, apart from the central London, which central London is full of all the rich bastards that like their money where it is. Birmingham, there's a big city. Coventry. What else we got? Doncaster. These guys up here. Chester. Manchester, I think, is up here too. These are the big major cities. Whereas the majority of the countrysides are all conservatives. Because they don't get as much. It's really weird. The places that don't get as much immigrants are the ones that have the strongest opinions on them. Which is really fucking bizarre. But yeah, you can see what I mean. A lot of South Wales is turned Labour. All along the west is Plaid Cymru, and then this here is the middle of nowhere. Look how big these states are. It's in the middle of nowhere. No one lives there. Which party do you want? I would love for the Green Party to fucking win because they're the only party that actually cares about the environment, which is what I care about. But this time I voted for Labour because fuck the fucking Tories. And the way that the government currently works, my vote is worth more if I vote for a Labour person than if I were to vote for a Green. It's something ridiculous, like you'd have to have 100 people vote for the Green Party to equal the same amount as one person voting for Labour or Conservative. So my vote is actually worth more when I vote for Labour or Conservative. So that is what I voted for. Every election before then, I voted for Green. I do forest science as a master's degree. I like the environment. It's in fucking danger right now. Green Party is the people I'm gonna vote for. But yeah. Interestingly enough, there is another map on here, which, if you click this shows you the population. How many people voted for that party. Look at all this. The majority of this is Wales. The majority of Wales wants Labour. Even though it's only concentrated to South Wales. But that's where most people live. Hashtag Team Trees, indeed. Same with London. Even though the centre of London, if we zoom in, the centre of London has a little tiny bit of blue. Fucking London and Kensington, wonderful. Green did, yes. But look at the rest of London. That red circle around there, equates to this ring here. That is London. That giant ring. That's where the majority of people live. And up here, these are all the major cities. Manchester, frickin' all the ones that I said before. And up here as well. That's the number of people that have voted. Yet it looks like this. With this map makes it look like hardly anyone voted for Labour at all. When that's not the case. And if a lot of those people that were in those constituencies moved to a different constituency to vote, they would be able to change a lot of these blue dots into red also. Because there is more of them there. I am so pissed off. It is utterly disgusting. Green only got 1 seat this year. I think they got 3 in the last one, or 4 or something. Looks like it isn't. Indeed. Never judge a book by its cover. Indeed. This is what I also hate about our whole voting system. Is that if you live in a place that is widely Labour or widely Conservative, and you want to vote the same as what your place is, you're basically wasting a vote. Because it's going to end up being Labour anyway, or it's going to end up being Conservative anyway. Like, these numbers don't actually matter. It doesn't matter how many people have voted. It just matters that you've beaten the other parties. And that's not to say not to vote, because that'd be the worst fucking outcome. You should always vote. No, I really can say everyone that's voted for Conservatives are just dumb. Because they are. They literally are. Have you heard them? Have you heard Tory speak? That's all just... Having a few freaking arguments on Facebook, and I feel like my brain cells are dying because of the ignorance of these people. No, Roman, they don't. They vote what they think is best for them. Them personally. And the party that wants the best, that like lays it out as if they've got the best for the individual, is the Conservative Party. Labour has beliefs that everyone should have work rights. Conservatives do not. Conservatives don't believe that LGBT exists at all, and that it's a mental disorder, and that people with it shouldn't be allowed to have kids, or to get married, or to even be together. It's not as incorrect as you think it is. It really isn't. And if a Tory person would like to educate me on that and change my mind, fucking feel free to. I'm open for discussion with Tories. Let's have a go, because I'll rip you a new one. Welcome back. Roman, and do you believe everything your school tells you? Because if one thing that you have learned from school by now is that they tell you what they would like you to think, not what's actually true. And you learn that as you go up in grades. None of what you're saying is true. Prove me wrong! Don't just say none of it is true. Fucking prove me wrong. Conservatives and Tories have no regard for human life. At all. Not a single regard for human life. Let's have a look at the Tory manifesto, shall we? Let's have a look at the manifesto. Every single one. Hands down. Every single one. I am done being fucking trying to be understanding to these people. There is no excuse or reason for voting for them, nor being in their party. Absolutely none whatsoever. They are awful human beings. Let's have a look at what Johnson says about the NHS. I googled the Conservative Party manifesto for 2019. And every single one of a Conservative Party and the Tory voters are either an idiot, ignorant, or a fucking twat. Boris falls in the twat department. I'm from the USA. I'm here to learn. Welcome to the smaller version of the USA, because that's where we're heading. We've got our own Trump, he's called Boris Johnson, and he's just as much as an idiot. Will this show me the actual manifesto? No. I love how the manifesto has this. That's nice. After they've taken away so many nurses' jobs by cutting NHS funding. It's not about people that have a different opinion. Like I said before, this isn't about whether you like pineapple on pizza or not. This isn't about whether you like anime or cartoons or live action or Disney or Pixar. This is literally human morals here. Literally human morals. There is absolutely no room, and people from the other parties have been way too fucking silent for way too fucking long. And I've been silent for way too fucking long, and just doing my vote and just hoping for the fucking best, because that's all I felt that I can do. Roman. Okay, put it this way. My partner has diabetes. He needs insulin every single day, before every single meal. Twice a day, he has to have a different kind of insulin. In the US, we would not be able to afford to keep him alive. And that is him alone. That's not counting the stuff that I have. I've been in surgery twice. I've been on warfarin for 6 months. I would have died if I lived in America. And this is where the UK is heading, with conservative fucking rule. There is no one's really right about this. That's out the fucking window. That's been out the window for years now. Absolutely. There is no, let's just be silent and hope things work out for the best. They literally said, the Conservative parties literally said that the people in the fire, that is fucking their fault because of their policies that they fucking did. It's their fault that they got burnt and died. People died and they are literally like, it's their fault, they're too stupid. Just let that sink in for a little. Like, how are you... You never said the Conservative Party have. The Conservative Party have said that many a time. Is it Glenfield? I think it's this. Oh my god! Roman, do you know why the fire broke out? Why did the fire break out in Glenfield? Can you tell me? Do you know? I'm serious. Do you know why the fire spread and killed so many people? Because if you don't, then you want to take several steps back with that statement. The reason that so many people died was because the cladding of the building was made with fire, not fireproof stuff, the other way round. It was made with things, the insulation of that building was made with flammable material. And it was made so long ago and it was never updated. The people in charge of that building knew what the cladding was made out of. They had been told before that they should change the cladding of the building. Building cladding is insulation, what goes between the outer wall and the inner wall. It is the bit in between. It makes your house stay heated. It is a fire that happened in London. It was a huge apartment building. There are still people, this happened a few years ago, like 1 or 2 years ago, there are still people today that are homeless from that fire. And it's not just 1 or 2 families. There was a huge amount of people that lived in that building. And which bit are you concerned about? Confused about? Glenfell, that's the one. Oh yeah. So, this by Rees Moggs, Conservative Party member. The victims did not use common sense when the building was on fire. In the middle of the building. When the building is made of fucking fire-enhancing material. I want the party to stop being a bunch of dicks and stop lying consistently. Like, every single lie that they've come out with, they've been proved wrong and people are still like, oh yeah, but they're not that bad. What the fuck? How can you turn around and tell me that these people are not that bad? They literally called people that have died in a fire stupid for not using common sense when it is their fault for the building being in such poor condition in the first place. They blamed the fire service for not getting there in time. Well, guess who's made cuts to the fire service? Oh yeah, that was conservative. Why do we not have enough firemen? Conservative. They reduced just the same as the NHS. They reduced the number of fire workers. And the same with the police force. Why do we have so many problems with crime? Oh yeah, maybe to do with the police that's been cut down. Just maybe. It's not about opinions, Roman. This is facts. This is not about opinions. The Conservative Party are literally grabbing at anything that they can to avoid all blame from themselves. It is appalling what they are doing. Absolutely appalling. Yeah, it's easy. If you backhand a fucking child, you will have a very fucking angry parent on you, not on the child. Oh, how dare you get fucking slapped across the face, kid? Why didn't you fight back? This is not opinion-based. There is no more opinions here. There is human morality. There are real human people. They're not just figures. They're not just a number. It is appalling that people think like this. And they should definitely not be fucking in power. Anyone that is in power for the fucking money and to benefit themselves rather than the whole country should be fucking shot. Selfish, greedy, arrogant pricks. Absolute loyalism. That is literally what you are saying with what you're typing, though. Don't make light of this, Roman. This is fucking serious. People will die. People have died because of their negligence and their arrogant fucking policies. And them just wanting the best for them fucking selves. Oh yes, all the rich people get everything. Or fuck everyone else. They don't matter. They can all die. It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely. I'm not saying you're lying, I'm saying the Tories are lying. The people that are in charge of the shit. Those that vote for them are just stupid and ignorant. Which you might be if you voted for them or wanted to. Fucking absolute tossers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a problem because we've also got delay within the stream, remember, as well. So, like, the things that I'm answering to is probably about 10 seconds behind whatever you're listening to at the time that you're typing. Just, oh my gosh. And, okay, so if you wanna use the argument, oh, if that many people can't be wrong, what about Hitler? He was voted into power. People stood behind him. Was he a good person? Was he a good politician? Did he do what was best for the country? I just can't believe how fucking moronic and stupid these people are. Absolutely, utterly ridiculous. It's not about predicting the future. We've seen this happen before. It's about looking at our past and going, hey, that was bad, that thing we did back there. Let's not repeat that. We're repeating it. We're literally repeating it. We have people doing hate crimes on the streets against immigrants. The exact same way that Germans did against Jews. But it's okay for us to do, because they're invading on our land, right? That's the exact same thing that was told to the Germans versus the Jews. Can we not see the similarities here and wake up? Many people thought that Hitler was the good guy. He was a better politician than Boris fucking Johnson, because he had the entire fucking country behind him. And look how bad he was. It is our job to not stay silent anymore. Because the longer that we stay silent, the longer these people are fucking in power and running the fucking world, while we just sit back and fucking hope we don't die in the meantime. I'm done being silent. I'm absolutely done. And these people should be fucking prosecuted for the shit that they've done. Boris, you wait! Fucking wait! Give it fucking 10 years, Roman, and we'll have the next fucking World War. Don't even joke about this. It's exactly the same way that it started in Germany. Why do you think all the Germans are looking at it going, hang on a second, don't do that. Have you not learned? Are you stupid? Trump is worse than Hitler. Boris will be worse than Hitler. This is exactly the same thing that happened. People will die because people are idiots. People need to stop laying back and just accepting that that is what's happened. People need to stop doing that. People need to stop accepting that hate and bullying is something that normally happens in day-to-day life. Because it shouldn't be something that we're normalizing. And it shouldn't be happening in day-to-day life. We should be doing something about it. Being silent, you're just letting them run free to do whatever the fuck they want. You need to educate people. And you educate people by telling them, by showing them, by speaking up. You don't do it by just accepting the first thing that you hear from the first newspaper that you pick up and accepting that as full truth. You don't get it when you just accept everything that your school has said to you without doing any fucking research whatsoever. If you can't do research, you shouldn't be voting. If you can't be honest, you shouldn't be a politician. And that might be fucking idealist thinking, but that's what should fucking happen. And how do we make it happen? We need to make them be more honest. It's not hard to hold them accountable for the things that they have done, for the lies that they have spread. Roman, this is not about whether you like a certain flavor on pizza. Have you talked to the people that vote Tory? Have you actually sat down and had a conversation with them? Because I fucking have. It is ridiculous. And absolutely appalling. And I hate it. And I hate those people. Absolutely down to my very fucking core. And I am done being silent. There are no good reasons for voting for the Conservative Party. None whatsoever. Unless you are a fucking rich Boris fucking asshole with offshore bank accounts that need to be protected because God forbid you pay $100 or $1,000 on something where you have billions of pounds. God forbid you actually put back into the community that you were born from. Unless you are one of those people. You are an ignorant asshole that is stupid enough to believe the lies and bullshit even when they're proved to be lies and bullshit. You don't vote on... Politics is not a joke. Like, at all. And people should stop using it as a way to fucking get back at people. What the fuck? Don't vote for the idiot. This is plain and fucking simple. Have you actually talked to them? Have you actually talked to these people? Because I can guarantee you that either they don't have a fucking moral compass at all, or they are so stupid that even when being proven that the world is round, they think it's still flat. These are the people that you're working against. I think it's freaking obvious who I'm talking about, Roman. I don't need to say Tory and Conservative people in every single sentence. Then maybe you should start doing research, Roman, because what you are telling me is literally uneducated statements and questions. Any person that is voting for Tory / Conservative / the fucking Brexit Party are idiots, ignorant, or bigoted assholes. They're welcome to choose which one they are. It is absolutely ridiculous. And the science behind why the country voted the way it did, both for this and for Brexit, is astonishing. And the fucking Conservative Party are fucking astonishing at getting stupid people to fall for their bullshit. How are people so stupid? I exactly expect a 14-year-old to do more research than adults, because you know what research adults have done? Fucking bullshit! Most of them have done no research whatsoever. Most people I fucking know just go with whatever their parents fucking voted for the last few years. Why? Because it's what they've always done. They don't know what the manifesto says. They don't know the policies of the people that they're voting for. They just vote because that's what Mummy and Daddy have done. So 100%, yes, I expect every single one of you to do research into the parties that you want to support. Because you know what school doesn't do? School doesn't tell you about those parties. School doesn't explain to you what a manifesto is. School doesn't explain to you the difference between a local and a general election. School does not explain to you what each of the parties is. School doesn't explain to you how the voting system works. This is all something that you have to look up, and you know what? The government is banking on you not looking it up because it requires way too much fucking effort, and that's the way they like it. Thank you very much, because if people started researching into it, they'd be fucking angry. It's not about being different, Roman. There are people's lives here. Real people. Your life. What do you like the paying fucking $9,000 to $13,000 a year for education? Roman, I'm not pinning the blame on you. Let me get that very fucking clear. I'm pinning the blame on the people that have voted Tory or Conservative. And I'm putting the blame, if you turn around at voting age and you vote for them, then I'll put the blame on you for not doing enough research into what you should be voting for. This is no longer about personal opinions. This is about the way you look at humanity. This is about the way you look at another human being. This is about you and your family. I am extremely pissed off at those that have voted Tory. And I am extremely pissed off at the Tories for the lies and the bullshit and their campaign that they did and the way that they fucking backhanded everything. And I am disgusted at the Labour Party and every fucking other party that did not do enough. Because clearly the Conservatives are doing something right. Roman, say that to all the Conservative voters. They are literally the only people that don't think about anyone else. Like I said, this is not about opinion. At all. People are gonna die because of this choice. And there are people being ignorant and shutting their eyes to it. And I'm absolutely done. I am absolutely fucking livid. was absolutely appalling. Boom. I think that's my rant fucking over with. I think I made my fucking point. How fucking stupid can you be? Arrogant pricks. I'll see you guys in the next live stream.